nga po, sa aking puso, actually, to give you just a short trivia, this happened, ito pong kakagaling lang po nila ng US actually. May jet lag pero ilaban daw. Ganyan. So, di ba, finally, it's happening here in the Philippines sa aking puso. No? Tama po, Sir D and Sir Miss JC.
Nag-research ka, tama.
Yeah. Marami na siyang na-tour abroad bago dito
We
sa Pilipinas.
started this in 2023. Yung concept, yung idea ng sa aking puso, which ang plano talaga namin, we were going to bring it on tour sa iba't ibang bahagi ng mundo. We started it in Los Angeles actually, the first show. And then we did Australia the following year. 3 cities naman. We did Perth, Sydney, and Melbourne. Then we did, went back, mostly sa North America. We then went to Seattle, and then we went to Calgary. Tapos last March, saan ba tayo? Michigan, and then we went to, ano ba itong lugar na to? San Leandro in the Bay Area. And then ngayon kakarating lang namin, we did 2 cities naman, Sacramento, tsaka Fresno, Clovis, di ba? Yeah. And then may side trip na show din si Jessa naman sa Michigan, which was very... Virginia pala, DMV, sa DMV, Washington DC, Maryland, at saka, what do you call this, Virginia. Yeah, that's hindi kami masyadong busy.
I love it, the side trip. And it's finally coming here on September 13 sa aking puso sa New Frontier Theater. Ayan.
Yeah. And we had never had, sa aking puso here in Manila. Kasi nga ito supposed to be for tour, but since it's our 25th wedding anniversary this year, we decided to hold sa aking puso dito sa Manila Lake. Because yung story ng sa aking puso is really about our love story, our journey. So, more or less yun yung pinaka-underlying theme ng sa aking puso, what it's all about. Of course, we have a song, yung sa aking puso, which became a single. And ang idea kasi namin, napansin namin in all our shows abroad, ang hinahanap lagi ng Pinoy is OPM, Tagalog songs, more than the covers. So, yung concept was, ano ba ang nasa puso ng bawat Pinoy? Kaya sa aking puso, ito yung we felt like these are the songs that are part of, the lives or the soundtracks of Pinoy. Di lang OPM, pero in general, dun umiikot yung kabuuan ng aming show, ng concert.
Alright, and with that, before we go deeper to the part of Sa Aking Puso, ayan, syempre we give the floor to our media friends for some questions. For Sir DA and Miss JZ, who would like to go first? Miss MJ.
Congratulations and happy anniversary.
Thank you, MJ.
Wow. And of course, this has been a successful show abroad. So how will you alter it para syempre sa mga true blue, ng mga nakatira rito sa inyong hometown, dito sa Pilipinas?
Ikaw muna, tapos ako
Oo, pero kasi mas ma-explain ni Ding Dong kasi siya, concept niya to eh. And he's also the director. So, ikaw mag-explain.
The creative.
The creative, yeah.
Yes.
Sa aking puso.
Akala ko may sasabihin ka.
Hindi.
Ako na.
Pero syempre yung sa aking puso dito sa Manila, parang mas magagawa namin yung mga gusto namin gawin for this show. Kasi syempre pag sa abroad, mas limited, di ba?
Yeah, we know naman na there are
May mga
cost
restrictions.
considerations and restrictions pag you're doing the show abroad. But since it's our 25th anniversary, gusto namin mas bongga.
Yeah.
So this
Yes.
show here in Manila will be mas bongga. to put it simply, no. Syempre, we will have more lighting effects and then more songs, and we have special guests in our show na usually sa US, we have the local talents, di ba? And they're fine, but this one naman, we have artists who are also dear to us or close to us that will be attending, they'll be performing with us. So yun yung maraming mga special na magaganap sa September 13. In fact, meron nga kaming mga ibang producers who are, they've seen the show, no? But they know that this is going to be an extra special concert, they're flying back. They're flying in to Manila to
Mga producers
even
namin sa US,
Oo.
okay sila.
Yeah. Yun. Kaya medyo exciting.
And because this is also telling everybody your love story through the show, what about your love do you want to highlight for the audience?
Well, sa akin, it's yung journey namin. Because our journey was not easy. We actually started really, there was a challenge, a bit of a challenge. A lot of people, maybe si Rodel,
Alam na.
natatandaan man yun. No, sorry, hindi ko binumbok yung edad mo, Rodel. Pero it was very controversial when we started out. And there was a lot of people that were naysayers, diba? Na parang, hindi magtatagal yan or di sila bagay. You know, our age gap is pretty big. We're almost 11 years apart. So,
Hindi halata, di ba?
even sa career
Pressure
namin.
na ako eh.
So maraming mga things na, you know, kumbaga, mabalakid, supposedly. Pero we weathered the storm and we stood by our love. And 25 years after, we're still together. So it's worth celebrating and, you know, ipagsigawan sa mundo na
Mali kayo.
hindi naman sa
Pero parang gano'n na nga.
Parang
Diba? Ako, parang gano'n na nga. Kasi
Na-
yung 25 years lalo na sa mundo ng ginagalawan natin, ako, mahirap yan. Sa totoo
No, it
lang.
wasn't easy. It was never meant to be easy, but you know, we're very grateful, and of course, thanks be to God because He's not in the center. I don't think kami ay maglalast. Tsaka siguro rin yung age gap nakatulong. A lot of people might say na, oh, laki ng gap, pero sa amin it worked, di ba? So that was
Mas mature daw kasi yung babae.
maybe, yeah. Because I tell her now na, alam mo siguro kung hindi mas bata-bata tayo or mas bata-bata, baka hindi tayo nag-workout or hindi tayo natuluyan. Pero
Pero siguro sa relationship namin ni Ding Dong, sobrang bata ako nung nagpakasal kami, 22? 22? Oh, yung gagawin. Huwag niyang gagayahin yun.
no, it was
So,
just yung timing.
di
yun.
ba?
It's
Oo.
not, hindi lahat ganun ang storya eh. Iba-iba naman.
At saka
talaga.
iba naman yung iba naman yung pinagdaanan ng buhay ko. Kaya nung time na yon, ready na talaga ako magpakasal. Tsaka dahil syempre na alam ko na yung the one, na alam ko na
Wow.
confident ako na na ikaw yung pinagdala ng Diyos para sa akin. Kaya na meron ako
Kaya
na
game
checklist.
na.
Oo, game na.
Dito sa show, MJ, you know, it's interesting because what we're sharing with you, it will be highlighted throughout the show. Mga interesting moments in our 25 years. No? Mga people na hindi siguro nila, hindi sila aware, masishare namin through music at saka sa stage. No? Basta ganun, I wanted this show kasi to be very personal and family-oriented, ika nga. Because that's what we are, me and Jessa, and of course Jada, we're a family. In fact, our show is on a Sunday. It's a family day. Diba? Normally shows are Saturday
Friday.
or Friday, but kami wanted it on Sunday.
Pero
And-
pwedeng dalhin yung mga anak
Oo,
nila.
we really want
family
na,
talaga.
tsaka pinagandaan yung repertoire namin na para sa lahat. Kumbaga, gusto namin mag-enjoy yung tao, tsaka ma-inspire, ma-uplift. Lahat na. Ganun.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, MJ.
Thank you, Miss Angie. Ay, sir.
Mag-follow up.
Follow up na si Rodel.
Hi, DA and Jessa.
Hi.
Okay, follow up. Sino-sino ang mga special guests ninyo dito?
Ang mga special guests namin, syempre una-una na si Mr. Randy Santiago na very close sa amin ni Ding Dong. Syempre si Miss Pops Fernandez,
Wow.
ating concert queen.
Yeah, mga close sa amin.
Mga
Tsaka
icons, diba?
naging bahagi din ng 25 years namin in one way or another. Kasama din po namin si Miss Kay Brosas and si
Ethel
Ethel
Buba,
Buba.
na kasama namin sa
Singling.
singling sa TV5.
Yeah, yun. Malaking bahagi din yung singling sa amin eh. Nung nangyari yun, pandemic pa yun. Tapos a big thing na we were part of a show that was inspiring people, making people happy during that time na mayroong mga hindi magandang nangyayari sa mundo, pero you know, we were giving back, we were making people happy. So we felt na maganda maging bahagi sila din ng show. And then we also have Dylan, Lenore, and of course our Jada. Si Jada.
Okay, 25 years na kayo, di ba? Pero sa industry, alam ko si Ding Dong, 4 decades na. Tama?
Next year officially.
O, di ba? 40 na. Si Jessa, 30.
Hindi, siya actually more, pero 30 as a artist, as a singer. As a singer.
Pero as an actress,
8 years old pa lang siya, nasa Miss
Ko, ang
Little
tagal-tagal
Philippines.
siya. Anyway, speaking of matagal, ano ba ang sikreto? Hanggang ngayon, uso pa rin si Jessa, uso po rin si Ding Dong.
Uso. Ano ba?
Adjunct pa rin kayo.
Well, I think, you know, yung being relevant is something na you just don't, you know, of course you think about it, especially as an artist. I mean, you know, pakatotoo tayo. That's always the idea is, how do you always make yourself relevant? And it's constantly figuring out, dapat you know your market. Tapos, how do you cater to your market? And then, you have to have a balance. Para sa akin to, na, hindi rin maganda na pag overexposed ng artist, it's not also good. After a while, mauuma yung tao. So, kailangan balansein mo yan. No? Kailan ka iingay, tapos kailan yung okay lang, steady ka lang, gano'n. And I don't know if you'll agree, but one thing that also makes us more relevant now is our daughter, si Jada, who's creating a career of her own. So, you know, it helps that, you know, there's someone from this generation that yung generation niya, nakikilala kami. Baliktad na nga eh. Yan yung daddy ni Jada. So,
yun yung nanay ni Jada.
May
Yung
ganun.
nanay ni Jada.
Oo, di ba? Narinig ko yung minsan eh. Yan yung daddy ni Jada. Cute lang.
Pero I think malaking bagay din syempre yung naiambag namin sa music industry. Like ako yung sa show ko sa show ko sa Virginia, sa DMV. Yung audience ko doon, sabi ko nga, isa sa pinaka masaya at mainit na audience na nakasama ko sa buong karera ko as a singer. Kasi grabe, from start to finish, lahat ng songs na kinanta ko, kabisado nila, lalo na yung mga hit songs. Kahit pinost ko ngayon sa social media ko nung kinanta ko, lalo na yung Bakit Pa. Sabi ko, alam niyo ba yung Bakit Pa? 29 years ago ko yun nirelease. 29 years. Pero nung kinanta nila, talagang parang kahapon ko lang siya nirelease. Grabe talaga, with conviction nilang kinakanta. Naiyak nga ako nung time na yun, nung kinanta ko yung Bakit Pa. Kasi sobrang naramdaman ko yung energy nila. At saka talagang habang kinakanta nila, parang yung mga mukha nila, feel nila, parang Pilipino ako, kumakanta ako ng Bakit Pa. Parang gano'n. Gano'n talaga.
Nakatayo lahat, di ba? Nakatayo lahat.
Tsaka yung venue, let me also share. I was a witness to that. Chaperon ako noon eh. Hindi ako, show niya lang yun eh. Pero nung nakikita ko yung mga tao noon, ano yan eh, nag-sold out na sila, but then our producers told us, there were more people coming in. But the venue kasi, they call it a black box. Pwede nilang gawing theater style. It's a studio. So, buti nilang ganun kasi they were forced to add seats. But this is the first time now that studio got filled to the brim. Tsaka yung air conditioning, hindi sa sobrang dami ng tao. Hindi mo na maramdaman yung lamig ng aircon. So, sasaramdam mo yung energy nila kasi paglabas pa lang ni Jessa, or actually, ka pa lang doon, ramdam mo na excited talaga sila. And they were just really singing. And the interesting part about it, because I was observing, they come from different age brackets. Hindi lang siya yung sa age niya or sa era namin, but there were people there that were younger.
Oo, yung mga,
Diba?
mga lalapit sa akin tapos sasabihin sa akin, you know, I don't speak Tagalog, but I love your song. I know your song. I grew up with your songs.
Tapos may mga, syempre, ibang mga ano doon, na nakatira na doon, asawa nila, mga ano, well, doon, hindi sila foreigner.
Mga afam.
O mga afam. Ano sila, they were so engaged. And I think they knew, some of them knew bakit pa, Tagalog songs. But you know, the others, diba, you were singing mga English covers, they were just really, sobrang, I felt that they were really connected with you the whole night.
Thank you.
Thanks for that.
Thank you so much. Ayun.
Hi po.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Kevin from Manila Concert Scene po.
Yes, hi Kevin.
Hello po. Ano po yung lesson na maibibigay niyo po for younger musicians po?
That's a good question. You wanna start? Ani, ikaw naman ang ano.
Ako lagi ko sinasabi, ang dami kasing, lalo na ngayon, daming mga magaling. Parang lahat na nga lang magaling, di ba? Pero at the end of the day, you have to be original. Di ba? Doon magkakatalo. Kasi kung pare-pareho kayong lahat na ginagawa, sino pipiliin? Sino ang, sabi ko nga, matira matibay. Di ba? So, ganun lang kasimple.
Yung advice ni Jessa, yung being original, that's really very important because that makes you stand out or makes you unique. But if you want to last long in this business, you have to learn to be humble with your talent. I mean, when I say humble, you're not supposed to be timid on stage. You know, you perform because that's the gift that God gave you. Pero humble ka in the sense na there's always room for improvement, and you have to acknowledge those that came before you. And if you learn to do that, you will may kalalagyan ka sa industriyang ito and you will last long. That's if you want to stay long in the business. And then of course, keep on creating and sharing God's gift.
Last question po. Since Sir Dingdong po ay creative director for this show, paano niyo po nasala din po yung set list po para sa concert? Since kayong dalawa po ay maraming hits po.
That's a very good question. You're very...
Pinag-uusapan namin,
Oh.
sabi niya, ano ka ba? Dami mo namang hits. Kasi sabi ko, dapat kantahin natin yung ganito. Ano yan?
Well, that's always a challenge, lalo na kaming dalawa because our catalog malawak, di ba? But minsan, depende kasi sa concept ng show. So hindi namin, offhand, hindi namin magagawa lahat ng hits namin sa show na to. Although we tried it, there was a show before now, we were able to include most of our hits, di ba? Almost all. Pero hindi pa rin talaga makakayanan na 2.5 hour show. But with this show, kailangan iniisip namin yung song na babagay doon sa storya na gusto naming ibahagi. Kasi sometimes I feel like you can create a playlist na okay, patugtugin mo lang, pero pag walang, basta kanta mo lang or something, parang kulang yung connection. Of course, they could relate it, lalo na kung favorite nila yung song, pero when you're doing a show or a concert, especially a major one at that, you have, sa akin, important yung, yung connection mo sa audience. And ang pinaka-powerful connection is yung storya na nire-relay mo sa kanila. And that's through the songs that you put together. When you watch this show, you will see, over the years, I have to admit that when I started, I wasn't like this when I was younger. Gusto mo lang kumanta and all. But as I aged or as I grew older, you have more wisdom and mas naintindihan mo na yung craft mo tsaka ano yung gusto mong i-share sa tao, mas nagiging ka sa repertoire mo. Paano mo binubuo. Like yung show ni Jessa, yung actually yung show niya dun sa yung solo show niya yun. Phenomenal jukebox experience siya. It revolves around
Concept din niya yun.
yeah. So, lagi kong nilalagyan ng angulo para mas lalong ma-appreciate ng tao yung music. And proof of that is really all our shows, most of the people, even our producers, ang ganda lagi ng feedback sa tao because they say na there's something they learn from the show. It's not just they're entertained by the songs, but I guess of course the chemistry, but there's something that
Yung
connects
flow
them.
yung flow, yung story, nung buong show, yung show. Hindi lang yung parang, lagyan natin yung mga kanta na to kasi maganda to or sikat to ngayon. Kumbaga may connection bawat isa.
And I want to add, no, and this is really words of wisdom I got this from the late Haji Alejandro. When he told me before, now when he does shows, and look, Haji had a long career, and he kept saying that when he does a show, he makes it a point that he shares something personal about it, na people will know when they watch the show. Because yun daw personal na yun, natatandaan ng tao yun. And they connect with you, they grow attached with you. Kaya those are things that make them come back, that help them grow with you as an artist and all. So I just learned from that, and I expound on it. Ganun naman talaga dapat as an artist, you have to always have that wisdom to learn from other artists and apply it sa craft mo and to help you improve, di ba? That's what we've been doing these last couple of years.
Alright, thank you and looking forward po sa show.
Thank you.
Salamat.
Looking forward to seeing you there too.
Okay. Alright.
Hi, good afternoon. Kate from Random Republica. 25 years in, what do you appreciate most about each other as a life partner and a co-worker?
Coworker, sabi ko nga, napaka-importante na yung partner mo, hindi siya nakikipagkompetensya sa'yo. Sa career mo, or sa galing. Bagkus ang gusto niya, like kidding doon, gusto niya lagi mag-shine ako. Ikaw muna, ikaw dapat, nasa iyo lahat. Ganito. Ako nga yung, ikaw naman. So yun yung isa sa mga pinaka-importante na sobrang na-appreciate ko sa kanya.
Ako naman, 25 years, ang dami ko natutunan. Ang hirap i-pinpoint ang isang bagay. Pero, let me just say this, no, na yung 25 years na yun, I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't think, if I had the chance to do it all over again, I would always choose her to be with me. And
So,
No,
abot na ng cornerstone to.
alam mo yun, it's not to say that it's not being perfect, it's not about being perfect, but it's being real and true. And, she inspires me. I'm inspired by her. Always look for something that will, parang make us stronger. I always try to find something negative or something. I always try to look for something what's the best in her. And ang gusto ko sa kanya, nagkaroon siya ng teachable spirit na na-appreciate niya na meron akong na-contribute sa artistry niya.
Sobra.
Si Jessa, nung nag-uumpisa yan, marami siyang mga insecurities. But I said, you have a unique gift. Sabi ko, number one, your voice is so distinct. Number two, sabi ko, napakaganda mo. And then, pag pinagsama yun, you're going to be a great live performer. She wasn't confident being on stage live daw.
Kasi dati hindi ako naniniwala na deserve ko yun eh. Akala ko hitmaker lang ako eh. Parang talaga ba? Pwede ba talaga ako maging isang legit performer na katulad nyo? Pero ikaw yung nagturo sa akin para paniwalaan.
So those are the things that I do appreciate. And yeah, parang pag lagi mo hinahanap kasi yung something positive, it makes you stay. It makes you, di ba, parang, you always look at the blessing, not the curse. If I may say so, but no. I mean, there's more to be thankful for.
Thank you. And last, ano yung one song na nare-remind kayo of each other and pwede bang parinig na?
Wow!
Parang pag narinig na talaga, parang mariremind kayo ng partner or yung relationship.
Holy.
Kahit few.
Alam mo
Siguro
yun?
Because You Love Me. Di
Yeah.
ba? Kinakanta namin sa concert. Every time na kinakanta namin yung Because You Love Me, naiiyak kami. Kasi, yung lyrics kasi. Grabe, pag 25 years na, grabe.
Ano ba yan? Yeah, it's one of my all-time favorite songs. Then,
For
and then, nakalimutan ko
For all-
yung
for all
mental na.
those,
Particularly, the chorus po.
Yeah. For all those times you stood by me, for all the truth that you made me see, for all the joy you brought to my life, for all the wrong that you made right, for every dream you made come true, for all the love I found you. I'll be forever thankful, baby. You're the one that held me up, never let me fall. You're the one that saw me through it all.
Oo, di ba?
Sa concert na lang.
Oo.
Sa concert na lang.
Akala ko bubuin mo na. So,
Hindi, pero yung lyrics talaga nun, pag tapos yung ginagawa naming duet, ganda pala na duet
Yeah, if it's
yun.
a duet, it's really...
Iba. Tsaka,
It
mas
hits-
meaningful yung mga ganong kanta, lalo na pag sa mga edad natin. Di ba?
It takes on a different meaning when we sing it. Before kasi, ay hindi ko pa siya kilala nun. It was already one of my favorites. So, diba, it came from that movie of Michelle Pfeiffer and Robert Redford. Diba? And Robert Redford became, hindi lang siya mentor, pero diba, he was always behind the scenes. It's like, I kind of relate to that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
alright, thank you so much. Ay, dito naman tayo. If I may say, 25 years has passed, pero siguro yung sikreto yung magic eh, no? Yung pagtintinginan nila Sir D.A. and Miss Chasey, iba talaga. Meron pa ring spark talaga na.
Nanonotice
Eh,
mo
lalo
kayo
na
nandiyan
ngayon.
sa tabi.
Oo naman, Sir
Lalo na
D.A.
ngayon, di ba nagkasakit si Ding Dong? Kaya talagang, ay nako, asawa ko. Ano ba yan, no?
Basta alam ko na-appreciate. Hindi, sabit lang ako.
Okay. Hello po. I'm Nika Savio from ABS-CBN Push. My question lang po, a bit similar lang po from Miss Kate. Pero how was it working? Is it different or similar po working on stage and of course being together as husband and wife for the last 25 years? May pagkakaiba po ba on and off cam sa inyong dalawa?
Meron. Oo naman, may pagkakaiba. Kasi, well, on stage, syempre may konting ano na yan, di ba? When you're on stage, hindi man, I don't want to use the word exaggeration, but, you know, there's performance eh. But, that performance is still based on
Chemistry.
Yeah, and then there's truth to it, di ba? I've always said that it's hard to sell something that's not real. Yeah.
Lalo na ngayon.
Yeah. So you want to be
Kapag fake,
authentic.
mahalata mo yun eh. Di ba?
So, yeah, off stage kasi, di ba? Syempre, hindi mga things na kanyari. Meron kami, hindi kami nag-agree in certain numbers or how to interpret or approach this song. Di ba? Di mga ganun kami, di ba? So, hindi mo naman papakita sa stage yun na,
Pero naalala mo yung yung Shirley Bassey.
ay, sige ka na magkwento.
Ay nako, asawa ko. Kasi syempre, parang medyo mas bata pa ako noon eh.
Bagong kasal pa lang tayo noon.
Oo, pinapakanta niya sa akin ng mga songs ni Shirley Bassey. Bukod sa, kilala ko naman si Shirley Bassey, parang hindi masyado. Pero parang feeling ko, that's a big song. Tapos gusto mo pakanta sa akin. So inaway ko talaga siya. Talagang as in, bratinela, ganung levels.
Pero ano naman sabi ko sa kanya? Siyempre, ano yan eh, there was a show that she did and I said, you know, you should be singing songs like this. Kasi, yeah, you have your hit songs, which is good. But sabi ko, to showcase, para makita naman ng tao, uy, yan pala si Jessa, pwede pala yung mga ganyang song. Ito yung mga kantay mo. So one of the songs that we chose was, ako yun, one of the things that I picked was Shirley Bassey. And I said, because Shirley Bassey has a distinct voice. And distinct yung boses niya. And I felt, and she has a big voice. So, sabi ko, kaya mong gawin yan. So, nung binire-rehearse niya, nahihirapan siya. Laki kasi, tapos sabi niya, paano mo pinapakanta sa akin ito? Ganun. Tapos galit na galit siya noon. Nahihirapan na raw. Sabi ko, before, and I was kinda, I felt bad, no? Kasi parang that time, parang hindi niya ako pinagkakatiwalaan. Pero sabi ko sa kanya, tatandaan mo ako, o tatandaan mo nung sinabi ko sa ito, pag pinapalakpakan ka na ng tao, bawat kanta.
Kasi medley siya eh.
Pag pinapalakpakan ka na ng tao, bawat kanta. Bawat kanta ng kay Shirley Bassey. True enough, nung show, all the songs that she sang, pinapalakpakan talaga siya. One of the most applauded numbers. Tapos, of course, she was humble enough to say, I'm sorry, you were right.
Thank you po. And my next question po is, as someone who listened po sa inyo from my younger years,
Really? Wow.
how do you guys keep your voice po, even after years, and being distinct yung voice ninyo sa OPM scene and very authentic when it comes to singing?
Paano mo daw napapadatili yung boses mo?
Kung paano?
Tama ba yung tanong, di ba?
Tama ba yung tanong? Siguro medyo na rin ako kasi 47 na ako. Perimenopause ng lola mo. So, alam mo yun, marami na rin ako mga nararamdaman.
So, mga changes sa hormone.
Mga changes, oo. So, hindi na katulad ng, kumbaga sa kotse yan, tagal mag-start. Kailangan painitin mo muna, di ba? So, marami mga vocalization, mga exercises. Tsaka 2 times na ako na surgery sa vocal cords ko sa St. Luke's. So, kailangan, marami na akong mga maghahandang ginagawa pag lalo na merong big concert na ganito. Pero siguro, kung sa boses, thank you Lord talaga. Thank you Lord kasi bigay ng Panginoon sa'yo yun kung ano yung meron ka. So, thank God naman na andito pa rin naman siya sa akin. Magkasama pa rin naman kami.
Ako naman, siguro I'm blessed because hindi ako nagkaroon ng bisyo. I don't smoke, I don't drink. So, my vocal cords, I've maintained yung taas ng range ko hanggang ngayon. Kasi as you age, and this is a fact, bumababa talaga yung range mo, di ba? Makita mo naman yung artist. And that's a, you know, you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. That's a concern. I always look at that. And I know, sooner or later, di na to ganito kataas, you know. Nagbabago yan. But one thing naman that I can say, no, as I grew older, mas umano yung boses ko, mas naging solid. Kasi when I was younger, I was like all over the place and hindi pa formed yung vocals ko. But now, mas stable siya. Pero yun nga, yung range and all, I just wanna make the most of it. Hanggat kaya ko pa, gagawin ko. Minsan nga pag nag-usap kami ng musical director ko anong tawag dito, yung taas ng song ito. Minsan may ginagawa kong mga medley, tas original key pa. Ang hindi ko lang magawa original key, yung kanta ni Michael Jackson. Minsan nagagawa ko, ibang songs, pero sabi ko gawin na natin hanggat kaya pa kasi, you know, you never know, sooner or later, you know, it's not gonna be there the way it used to be. But I'm gonna enjoy it as long as I still have it, and I will use it and I will share it. Yeah.
Thank you so much po and congratulations po in advance.
Thank you. Ay, dadagdag ko lang. Ako naman baliktad. Baliktad, nung na-surgery ako, yung doctor ko, tsaka yung aking voice teacher, ang pinapagawa sa akin, lahat ng songs ko taasan yung key. Kasi talagang sinasabi niya sa akin, hindi ka alto. Huwag mong ipilit na alto ka.
May na-discover siya na...
Oo. Di,
Iba yung
alam ko
boses
na
na kasi.
naman noon. Pero yun nga. So lahat ng songs ko, mas mataas yung key. Baliktad.
Mas mataas pala yung range. Kasi yung,
Kaya lang mukhang mababa
yung
kasi
speaking
malaki.
voice mo kasi,
malaki yung
oo,
boses.
Miss Jessa, ano siya, parang mababa, malaki.
Oo. Pero alam mo, bigla ko lang naisip na nakakatuwa kasi yun yung namana ng anak namin sa amin. Si Jada, makapal yung boses pero range ni Ding Dong. So parang nag-vault in kami noon.
Na-interesting nga eh. Marami kasi nagsasabi na kaboses daw ni Jada si Jessa. Siyempre, hindi ako agree nung una. Hindi naman, ganyan. But there was this one time na I was proven wrong and I just realized that, yeah, when, I don't know if napanood nyo yun, yung one time nag-duet sila na sa Wish Bus, yung Points of View. Doon ko narinig na, oh my goodness, they really have the same.
May timbre, hindi
Oo.
naman sobrang pareho, may timbre.
Yeah, they have, nung pag nag-unison na sila, parang isang
Parang
tao lang
isang
yung
track.
kumanta. If you, nandiyan sa phones niyo yan, panoorin niyo ulit. Yung mga, pag nag-unison, mga chorus, parang isang tao lang yung kumanta. Sabi ko, parang ngayon naka-double track. Tapos minsan nag-jam kami, yung basta kasama kita. So, si Jada, sumabay din. Minsan kinakanta niya yung same, ano tayo dito, harmony ng mom niya. No? Parang, sabi ko, parang isang tao lang kumakanta, pareho kayo. And, you know, it's true.
Pero yung falsetto ni Jada, Ding Dong yun talaga. Very strong. Pero nakakatuwa lang, no? Pag yung kumakanta nga yung anak namin, like ako pag mapanood ko siya, yung mga performances niya, minsan naririnig ko yung sarili ko. Hindi mo, uy, ako yun lang, yung part na yun. Pero syempre meron siya sariling kanya. Yun ang nakakatuwa.
Totoo naman. Pero having it mentioned, I watched it po eh. Totoo.
You wish
Oo,
was?
may ano nga po siya. Parang pag pumikit ka.
Yung
Sino nga
timbre,
ba?
di ba? Yung timbre.
But thank you for that. And now, let's have
Hi, Christian from One Music PH.
Ang lamig ng air.
Gusto mo palit tayo?
Patayin ko na lang muna kayo.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Then, so, being in the music scene for so many years and then seeing what it is now through Jada, ano yung nakikita yung parang, ano yung nakikita yung mga takeaways from how it has evolved na mas lalo na tuloy na appreciate yung career that you have?
You're right about the evolution. It has really evolved. In fact, there are even times that I even ask myself, parang hindi ko na alam kung ano talaga what works and what doesn't work in this industry. Yung mga, kasi ngayon ang basis is what goes viral, yun ang nila ng kung ano yung mag-hit. There's a good and a bad aspect to those things, those changes, no? And well, the good side of it, let's focus on the good. It's ngayon kasi because the platform is there, pwede mo talagang pasikatin yung kanta. Bilis, maraming makakapakinig, tsaka hindi na lang confined minsan sa Philippines. Dito lang, hindi na local. Minsan, na-appreciate na rin outside of the Philippines, which is really good. Ang namimiss ko, or yung before kasi, dahil sa sobrang lawak at dami na ng platforms, parang nag-dissipate siya, if you know what I mean. Kasi, dati, pag pumasok ka sa radyo, pumasok ka sa TV, lahat ng tao, bata, matanda, they're all there. They're all tuned in. They're watching the same show. They're watching, diba, same channel or whatever. Nandun lang sila, tsaka ilang channels na. Ngayon sa social media lang, diba? How many music platforms are there? And then there's YouTube, there's, diba? Maraming ganun. So, magugulat ka na merong, this group has 10 million listeners. 10 million monthly listeners. Pero pag tinanong mo yung generation, kilala niyo ba? Hindi nila kilala. So, for me, that ang hirap. Parang nagkakaroon ng...
Parang merong kanya-kanya.
Parang nagkakaroon ng either echo chamber mo or nako-confine sila rather than minsan giging global. Kasi nga, minsan pag ito lang, nandito ka lang. Which is fine kasi you can really live within your market, di ba? Kung imagine mo if you have 10 million monthly listeners, okay naman yun, di ba? But, yun lang yung chance mo na talagang mas maraming taong makakilala sa'yo and all. Parang nadadilute ba? Imbis na hindi mo masasabi naman, hindi sikat yan kasi may 10 million monthly listeners ka.
Parang ngayon may kanya-kanyang bubble. Alam mo yung tipong kunyari, sasabihin, si ganito, YouTube superstar. Honestly, hindi lahat kilala ko. Di ba? Parang, ganun po ba? Okay. So, sobrang iba na talaga yung panahon ngayon.
And then yun nga, yung metrics-based. I keep hearing that. Minsan, depending on, di ba, what your numbers are. Hindi na minsan na yung galing ng artist, hindi na minsan doon nakafocus eh. If it's ilan ba nanonood dito? Minsan yun na nagiging basihan. So, that's the little downside of it. So, but you take the good with the bad and it's constantly evolving. Ako, I always, and I tell this to Jada, that, there's no substitute for talent. And you just keep creating and creating. Later on, people will realize that, and then, you will have your, parang sabi mo nga, knowing your market and who appreciates your music, and then you grow with that, you're going to have a career in the music industry.
Thank you.
Ayan, bongga. Pero if I may add to this, parang ganun na siya. Kasi minsan, there are performers who are very active in YouTube, pero hindi in Facebook. Kaya parang kung ikaw Facebook user, hindi mo siya masyadong
Kilala.
Pero naman, Facebook ang medium niya. Pag YouTube, ka naman, hindi mo rin siya.
May Instagram
parang
pa.
masyadong
TikTok
madami. Kaya minsan parang ang hirap.
Like before, pag TV pa,
I-harness
yun lang
lahat.
siya. Yes. But thank you for that po. Salamat.
Thank you for that question.
So, tapos, Mars, ikaw ang next.
Hello po, I'm Jayco, TikTok content creator po.
Ay, kilala kita. Uy, gandahan mo yung post mo sa amin, ha? Yung last na post mo, nakita ko nabash tuloy ako doon.
Ito ba yung nagko-compare?
Yung pagkaka-edit kasi niya, sinabi parang, tinan mo, parang inisnab ni Jada ni Jessa si Dingdong. Ha? Inisnab? Yung pagkaka-edit kasi, galingan mo.
Pagtanungin mo muna si Jayco.
Titignan ko yung post mo ngayon.
Yes. Since po you had a bunch of shows po abroad,
Yes.
what is the difference po performing abroad and dito po sa Philippines?
That's a good question. Siyempre, parang mas sabik sila doon. You can feel it. Lalo na if you go to areas na yung mga tao, bihira mo eh. Although marami na ngayon nakakauwi na. But still, iba pa rin yung because they hear the songs that they grew up with and they live far away. So they remember their childhood or their memories when they were growing up in their town or whatever, or school, di ba? Maraming memories attached eh. So I guess mas I wouldn't say mas appreciative sila kasi the crowd here, they're very appreciative din naman eh. They just have a different way, different of showing it, or there's more enthusiasm. Not to say that walang enthusiasm yung mga tao dito
Siyempre, mas iba yung pagka-miss nila sa
yun.
Pilipinas, sa kapwa Pilipino, tas perform.
So, yun ang mas makikita kong difference ng mga nandun. Siyempre may kasamang, wala sila sa sarili nilang bayan eh. Although that's their home now, but they always, try to associate yung sa mga kanta na naririnig nila or kanta namin, they associate it with home. So, ganun.
Ayan. And my second question po, since ano po yung mga fan encounters, memorable fan encounters po na parang nasabihan po kayo ng mga fan, ganyan, or comments po about your shows, ganyan, or your songs. Parang kinilig po kayo sa sinabi po nila.
Ako kinilig ako sa itong last show ko sa Virginia.
Solo show.
Kasi binigyan nila akong pera. Nagulat ako.
Nagulat.
Inaabutan ako ng dollars. Parang, ay, ito Play money ba to? Tapos meron pa pumunta sa stage habang kumakanta ako, biglang gumano ng pera. Parang, wow, saya pala dito. Hindi talaga nagulat ako.
Parang
Basta-
$500.
Oo. Ito kasi syempre nag-shopping na.
Hindi. Nakita ko yun. Grabe yun. Sabi ko, pang klase ko.
Sabi ko namimigay ng yung mga kapwa Pinoy natin dito sa DMV, sa Virginia, namimigay ng pera. Nakakatawa naman.
Ako, memorable encounter ko is, well, this has happened a number of times, but when I see people who are watching us for the first time, and then they are completely blown away, and their comments when they come to you after the show say, "We did not expect this to be this good," or "We didn't expect you to be." Ano kasi kami, parang medyo, hindi naman sa low-key kasi we had our moment, pero lately, hindi naman kami, we're not regulars on ASAP or anything like that. But siguro when they see us, they don't see us often. See, that's the advantage of maybe not being seen often. So when they see you, yung comment nila after, when they tell you, talagang alam mong genuine na it's not a put on na parang lang masabi lang nila na, "Oh, congratulations," hindi. May comment talaga sila na, pag nasa minsan sinisave ko kasi makikita mo, iba nasa Facebook mismo nagko-comment sa page mo, pero yung personal, yung sa meet and greet after,
Oo.
tell you.
Grabe talaga. Yun yung isa sa mga nakakatuwa. Tapos laging, balik kayo please, balik kayo.
Yung isang producer nga namin that sobrang tungtuwa sa amin. Actually, dahil sa sobrang nagustuhan niya yung show, nakatatlong shows na siya.
Na nag-produce.
Di ba? Tatlo na magkakaroon mga anak pa. Because nga daw, una-una he likes it personally, but aside from that, the feedback daw that he gets from the people that watch the show, sabi niya, sobra daw, it's so uplifting kasi for a producer, I mean, of course, you want to make money, you want to profit from it, pero yung gumawa ka ng isang project, dinala mo dito, and then na-appreciate ng mga tao ng that way, it more than compensates for yung amount, yung profit mo. Kasi sabi nga nila, minsan, gusto mo lang naman mapasaya yung community or something. And then, na-achieve daw yun pagka nakikita nila yung show. So, those comments for me, yung mga encounters na gano'n, it matters to me. And I guess sabi ko nga,
Priceless.
yeah, and then, of 4 decades of doing this, I feel like when I hear those things, we must be doing something right. So,
Yeah. And for my last question po, since this is sa aking puso silver anniversary, let's open your heart out. Ano po yung mensahe niyo sa isa't isa?
manda ka sa akin. And then,
Talaga ba? Jet lag kami. Alam niyo mga 5 o'clock tulog na kami. So, totoo lang. Tapos gising kami ng madaling araw.
no, ang message ko sa kanya, and she knows this always, that I'm always here for you, di ba? And I always believe in what you can do, and I always believe in you. I'm just here. Yeah.
Siyempre likewise naman, honey. At siguro mas lalo nating napatunayan sa isa't isa, di ba? Talagang for better or for worse, in sickness and in health.
Ito eh.
Talagang magkasama tayo at magmamahalan tayo, lalo pa.
Salamat sa pag-alaga mo para sa akin ito. Medyo trying
it's
time.
my joy. It's my joy taking care of you. And
I appreciate it.
of you.
Thank you po. Wow.
Yan. Inunahan mo ko sa outro ko. Wala na akong pang-outro. Joke lang. But thank you so much. So, we're down to our last question. Okay, Marcy.
Hey, mabuhay.
Mabuhay.
Ayan. So, we saw the renewal of vows that you had last March, and well, nakikiyak din ako kay Madam Chessa.
Aww.
Ang sweet lang and all. So, how did that emotional milestone inspire somehow this silver anniversary concert? And can you share any interesting anecdotes dun sa nangyaring
Madami.
renewal of vows?
Madami.
Well, you are very correct because that is the one that inspired us to do this show dito sa Pilipinas, sa Manila for that matter. Kasi nga, hindi naman namin in-expect na magpa-viral siya. I mean, it was a surprise.
Oo, tsaka wala naman tayong in-invite pang
Yeah,
ibang
wala.
mga. Sobrang mga close friends lang, walang press. Actually, isa lang. Ito, si Rodel lang.
At hindi siya pumunta doon as a
Oo,
press.
as a friend siya pumunta.
But honestly, it was because of that. And then alam mo, nung nangyari yun, so became viral, no? And we were about to leave. Few days after that, we were going on tour again. May mga shows kami. Alam mo, sa airport, lahat kami, kinukongratulate kami. Tsaka, uy, napanood namin yung, yung surprise. Kinikilig kami.
Oo, yung
mga ganon.
pagka-congratulate nila, parang feeling nila, nandun din sila nung time na yun. Yung as in, gano'n ka-genuine, gano'n ka-sincere yung pagka-congratulate nila.
Tsaka, so parang na-inspire kami na, uy, marami palang naniniwala pa rin sa forever at saka sa true love. So, we feel like, I think this is a good time to stage sa Aking Puso here in Manila so that they get to experience also what we're sharing in different parts of the world to other community, Filipino communities all over. Yun, kaya tama ka. That was the one that moment is the one that inspired us to do sa Aking Puso here in Manila.
And to Jessa, kasi like yung ikaw talaga yung original phenomenal diva, di ba? With the bakit pa and all. How do you maintain yung same emotion ng heartbreak every time na kinakanta mo yun? Yung bakit pa na yun? Kasi wala, hanggang ngayon, tagus pa rin. Talagang
Oo nga eh.
feel ko pa din.
Baka naman may pinagdadaanan ka, Mars.
Siguro every time na kinakanta ko yung bakit pa, kailangan lang lagi kang sincere. Dun sa mga words na sinasabi mo, dun sa lyrics ng kanta mo. And ganun din, binabalikan ko yung mga times na nandun ako sa sitwasyon na yun, dun sa story ng kanta.
Nangyari na sa iyo.
Ha?
Nangyari na.
Oo naman, syempre, no? Nung unang panahon. So, pero ako, inspirasyon ko dun is yung mga taong nakarelate dun sa kanta.
Thank you. And to Ding Dong, you have a rich discography. Which among those songs you would wish mas ma-appreciate ng new generation?
Well, people know of Basta't Kasama Kita kasi, nag-evolve yun eh. Solo, tapos naging theme song ng movie, naging teleserye, naging duet namin. So, accepted na siya kasi parang alam na nila yung song na yun. But there are several songs of mine that I feel I want this generation to experience, di ba? And I intend to do that. I intend to do some songs, reimagine some songs that I did for this new generation. Like there's this one song na I wrote for Jessa. It was one of those songs na it's called Iibigin. And I feel like never had a chance to promote it. But I think it's something, it speaks to the heart na parang yun nga yan eh. No matter what happens, parang whatever happens in the future, ikaw pa rin ang iibigin ko. I will always choose you. Ganun yung storya ng iibigin. And meron ako isang kanta pero
Another press
sasabihin
ko
naman.
dapat yun eh. Pero parang okay lang din sabihin, banggitin yan.
Kasi,
Kasi after the
recent-
concert, yan ang kakabisihan natin.
Well, recently, after the concert, I went back to the studio to record again because I miss it. And I chose a song that was very dear to me. It's not mine actually originally, but it has a sentimental value. It's the song of my wife. So I'm coming up with a version and sabihin na ba natin? I might be launching it sa concert and I'll sing it. My version of her song. May storya yun eh. Pero doon ko na lang ikwento kasi dito man marami na ako na chika eh. Pero you'll know. Sana manood kayo. I'm hoping that. And she produced the track.
Wow.
Ako naman yung producer niya for the song.
And sorry, last na lang.
Sige lang, sige.
Of course, matagal na kayo sa showbiz and in the music industry. What else do you wanted to achieve?
Wow, that's a, sabi nga ni Alex Ayala, that's a loaded question. What else do you want to achieve? Kasi I think at this point, it's more of what else do we want to share? Because kasi feeling namin talaga, there's still so much more that people haven't experienced between like what we have, no? Because Jessa and I, we were never a love team to begin with, and we're both solo artists. So we want to share, or for them to experience, how we were able to manage to put together our music, which is actually what you will experience when you watch Aking Puso. Dahil, we still have our respective solo careers and we do our own concerts, but it's a cliche, but making beautiful music with my wife is something that I want people to experience because there's something real there. It's coming from the heart, and I feel a lot of people will be able to relate to it. And so far, no, kasi we've been doing it, and this is coming from them. It's not coming from us. It's coming from them, that how much they are able to, to appreciate the experience of me and Jessa being on stage together, singing our hits and then doing our thing together. So, yeah, I think it's more of hindi yung more of yung ano pa yung gusto namin pang parating or something. It's just more of constantly just sharing the experiences through music, what we have. And ang gusto kong makita talaga ngayon yung anak namin na magpatuloy or mamayagpag siya sa career niya. Yun ang mas mas happiness namin talaga.
Sobra. Kasi it's her time to shine. Panahon niya to ngayon. So, natutuwa kami kapag nakikita namin na nagsasucceed siya, ang ganda ng mga projects niya. Tsaka talagang she's making a name. Na Jada, hindi lang anak ni Ding Dong, ni Jessa. Anak ni Ding Dong, ni Jessa.
Ako na nga tatay ni Jade.
Thank you so much.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you. Do we still have more? I think we're done. We're good? Okay na po?
Grabe, dami questions ka na. Nawala yung jet lag ko.
Nabuhayan, of course.
Uy, pero thank you everybody for coming this afternoon.
Thank you. Thank you talaga.
Despite, alam natin na alam ko intimate to, pero binigyan tayo ng magandang weather and sana
okay kayo sa pag-uwi nyo.
Walang
yung mga dadaanan.
Walang mabaha sa inyo at sana nag-enjoy kayo sa ating munting chika-chikahan. And it's good seeing you, and of course, we would like that all of you could be part of the show. So, we'll make it a point na makapanood din kayo.
Sana punta kayo
Yes.
September 30.
Congratulations in advance, Sir D and Miss JZ. We had a great time, of course, listening to your stories. At maraming salamat po sa ating lahat. At syempre, pwede po tayong tumayo for a photo op.